One of the best stadiums in football. Welcome everyone to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and at the 33-yard line.
Second and 3 now. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Shoots away from one. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Off play action, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's good for the Lions. First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Detroit.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And he only manages one. A couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. That's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Off the play fake, here's Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. Now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ty Felton here to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. All set to go now from the 35. On first down, it's Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind the
That's a
line.
nice quick correction for this drive. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Goff on 3rd. Connecting on the slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 19.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And a nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. And 6 on the play, bring it up 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now gone. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
Coverage by Byron.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and goal. Detroit.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Gibbs. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there. So we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's another for him. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions go up 10-zip here in the first.
Vikings, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Miles Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. It's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action, McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He finds him 6 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
10 at the 12-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working inside the red zone. Drops back. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive position, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Get that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
The set could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The left side, Ronnie Hopkinson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Reichert connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Look at that 3rd down play. It's back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. That's why situational work is so critical. Coach talk about it all the time. Sure, you love a field goal. Man, they would love a touchdown.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll send him over right. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Goff to the air now. Taken in by Williams outright. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And gain 11 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Looking to throw, Goff. He's going deep this time. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their early lead to 13. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
17. Vikings 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Felton now to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Well, their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw with Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Aaron Jones.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now it's McCarthy. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
New set of downs from the 37. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. McCarthy to throw it. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And get 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
There's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there and netted some positive yards.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Again, McCarthy to throw. Making the call himself. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down just to run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. A give left side to Jones. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 17-3 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jones. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Jones. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now it's Will Reichert on the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Lions take over first
The
and 10.
Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those plays they've left over the week. They're in practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Line up the design keeper. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain, with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. On 4th down, Goff. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score.
Pass interference. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Jack Fox.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. That's Miles Price back deep for the Vikings. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense.
They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start with a give to Jones. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They're giving it to Jones on the option. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st down from the 42. Slot man motioned over. Running right, this is Jones. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Play action, McCarthy. He'll try and run this. That's a pickup of 9. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
4 yards.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's McCarthy to throw. Running inside. And they bring him down, but not back before he advances it all the way to the 20. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll come up on first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Off to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Goff. Complete to St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Get some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is too slow, working the outside. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage. And I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 3 now. Defense showing blitz. Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 17.
Project S. This ain't what you want.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Felton now to return this. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good jump, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Zone read. This is Jones. This gets the first and more. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Brought in right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Counter play, Jones. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's going to slide in safely after a gain of about 9. Productive effort there, though it does still bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. McCarthy looking to throw. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. The Lions get to it, and they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motioning the tight end now. Goff now on 3rd down. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this half.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're going to throw again. Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling on the big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half.
I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. And they done everything that I love. Everything that I love. Nothing that comes wrong.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them all points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage. This one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a Tuesday NFL on EA Sports. We're into the 2nd half as we rejoin the contest. It's the 3rd quarter. It's caught in stride by Addison. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time down the field.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. McCarthy to throw it. Has a big strike to Addison. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Pass intended for Aaron Jones.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Reichert connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there. Okay, 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it back to him. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return.
The Lions take
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. is just about ready. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
Down by Eric Wilson. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Jukes away from 1. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 8.
Give him 8 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Lions.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
See how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Goff to the air now. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. Creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Tough false start penalty. Now 8 to go on 2nd down. Play action here with Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot at the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down throw from Goff. He's going to tuck it and run. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped it at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another.
Kate, is there a simple simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak. We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. And tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. A pitch out to Montgomery. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Slow. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Lions. First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Gibbs. Runs it in, touchdown Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bates now for the point after.
Extra point.
Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Lions
Double their lead to 14.
Vikings 20.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff.
Felton now to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Play action, McCarthy. It is caught left side. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Jalen Naylor. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Line up the design keeper. McCarthy hit. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered it.
I'll tell you this, Kate, the duality of quarterbacks in the league today continues to amaze me. It's remarkable how well they can throw it and run it. But in that case, when you turn into running back, what do you got to do? You've got to protect the football at all costs. He doesn't, and he gives that defense an extra possession.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 27 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line for second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Delivers another one to Williams. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got first and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Now Goff taking off with it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Lions capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Bates now for the point after. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 20.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, downing it at the 1. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. By man, he's in the clear. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. Crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Going to the ground again on first. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So we're through 3 here. It's Lions football, and Brock, they have got to be happy about the great lead they've built. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Screen here for Gibbs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the bunker no matter how they give him the ball, okay? Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
A give left side for Gibbs. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, gone. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing is gone. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 10.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. Loaded and ready for that sneak. They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. They really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So 1st down from the 41. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they make the stop to say about the 37-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
5 still to go here. This is second down. This is Montgomery running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Taken down behind
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
48-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. McCarthy on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Vikings.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
42-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's caught. This is Addison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air. McCarthy. He tucks it and takes it off. It's out of harm's way after screening some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. They give to Jones, right side. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's McCarthy. Drops back. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Ron. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. McCarthy to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, but he's still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And he will get into the end zone for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, a disappointing game elsewhere on this roster hasn't dampened his performance, partner. He's got a pair of touchdowns now to put up against that deficit.
You know what I call this, Kate? I call this professionalism, right? It's used too much. Oh, what a pro. You got to be a pro. You got to play like a pro. No. It's a picture of it. No matter what the circumstances are, you don't stop.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game. drive. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Goff off the play action. Put the body on the line for his team. Big gain, 14 on the play. And he is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, now run with Montgomery. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This one you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. Give up the gut to Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining in this game. Run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
Going to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throws caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Bates now for the point after.
Extra point.
Troubles with the snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 27.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's McCarthy to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing again now, McCarthy. He's making a bid for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the 1st.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Going deep here for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Terry Arnold has it!
They're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, he's a top target, but he makes himself
Detroit's offense getting ready for its next drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Lions get the win on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.